Casino del Sol Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Houston Cougars and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, because both teams are fighting for their status in the college football playoff rankings, both in the top 50, but they need these crucial strength of schedule wins to impress the committee. When the Big 12 takes on the ACC, there is a lot on the line because these two teams will look at this outcome of this game in the postseason and how it will affect their seeding later on. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The keeper on the option. And the ball's loose in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back to throw, it's Wegman. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Grab behind the line. It's Broussard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find them.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate. He throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get.
He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got room to work. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Fafita. With the catch, it's Craig. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking down the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Gonna let it fly. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it again. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Third and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Craig. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Fafita. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They punted away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Now on second down. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Could not make his way to the corner.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he tacked on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Craig. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, better look out! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
They're working that left side. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just
got a little grass. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Buys a little time. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Touchdown, Wildcats. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To throw, it's Wegman. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Sanford. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important...
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Illini looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it out. It's Broussard. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. Defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that...
Snags it, and he's open. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Cougars. And that one will give him the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looking for blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it down on the right side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Houston wants to play fast. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Swings it out to the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Powell. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They're going back to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Stepping to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after.
He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Sanford. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here, close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
To the air, it's Fafita. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. At the 20.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The option, the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? and flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now sliding to his left. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown Cougars! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Fafita. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move at the 30. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's close.
Sends it downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.